So, yeah, it is switched now. So, our first question is, um, yep. So, what are different log properties? So, logarithmic properties. Yes. So, let us see what the answer is given. Okay. So, first I will start with first property. So, suppose if I have this is the log of say base a and the number is x which is equals to y, let's say, then when I take the antilog, so when I take the antilog, then it will become a power y equals to a log of a into x. So suppose if I am taking antilog with a, then everything will go into the power of a. Now, suppose I have a log. Mm, let me use blue color. So suppose I have a e and x. So if the power which we have raised to and the base of the log is equal, then we can this log kind of vanishes and we have only x here. So e log base e x equals to x. So if the number uh, at which we are raising the log is the same as the base of the log, then the log vanishes and we have only x. So in this case also, my a power y will be equal to my this number and the base of log is equal, so a power y equals to x. This is the property of log. Now, so yep, this is the property of logs where a is the base, y is the exponent and x is the number or the argument of the log. Okay, then we have product rule, quotient rule and power property. Okay. Wait a minute, I just need to transform this page to A4 size onto A4. Yep. So now we'll go for product property. Product property. Okay, so log of base a x into y will be equal to log of base a into x, basically log of x with base a plus log of y with base a. So whenever we have a log of two functions are multiplied with each other, then we can separate those functions with this product property of log. So it will become log of first function plus log of the other function. So here in this case, I had one function or I had one value x and I had one variable y. Then I can separate these two by using log of by using this product property, and I can write log of a log of x with base a plus log of y with base a. C property, third one, is the quotient property. So y will be equal to it will be log of base a into x minus log of base a into y we can also prove this property, or we can also just derive this property using the product rule. So I can also write this as log of a x into y inverse. So if I write like this, okay, just we'll come to this after the other property. So whenever we have two numbers inside the log, or whenever we have two numbers and log is operated on those two numbers, and those two numbers are divided with each other, then we can just use the this quotient property, and we can write log of x with base a, or log of the numerator. So this is my numerator, this is my numerator, and this is my denominator. So log of numerator with base a minus log of denominator with base a. Then we have another property t, which is power property. So in the power property, if I have, suppose, say log, this time I'll use the natural log with base e. If I have log a, and if I have a number x, and a number is on the exponent, or number is, or it is raised to power y, then I can bring this y here by using the power property of log. So it will become y times log of base e and x. This log, I'll just write ln for simplicity. Okay, and this is pretty much given. Okay, let me just cross check. There is one more property of log. Yep, so there is one more property, and this is suppose if we want to change the base of a log, it is called change base. So suppose we have a log, say log have say e, or let's just say any random number x, say x a over log of this b with same base. So like if I have a number, say suppose say log of 10 with base 10, then I can write, if I want this in the natural log, so I can write log 10 over log of base e of 10, and this will just cancel and I will get 1. So this was a unique case where I was getting 1. I can also write like log of base 9 and 10 as log of natural log of 10, or the numerator, and log of natural log of 9. Okay, that was pretty much. So the solution is power property solution is correct. I'll just add one more. Solution is correct. Great job. there is one more property of changing the base of log where log of a is equal to log x of a divided by log base x of b. So yeah, that was pretty much for log. The solution is correct. We'll go to the next